If you ever grew up in the 80s and never set foot in an arcade, which I know you did, there's a good chance you dropped way too many quarters into Dragon's Lair. I know I did because I loved that awesome Don Bluth animated video game. The feeling of dying 100 different ridiculous deaths, amazing. It was basically an interactive animated movie before that was even a thing. You played as Dirk the Daring, a clumsy over-the-top knight trying to save Princess Daphne from a dragon inside a death trap-filled castle. Don Bluth actually had big dreams of turning Dragon's Lair into a full-blown animated feature film. Bluth wanted to go epic, darker, more serious, more fantasy lore. He even said, I think we have a really good shot with the movie version. If the Dragon's Lair name appears on the movie marquee, kids won't be threatened by it. Seeing Snow White might embarrass them, but Dragon's Lair is already theirs. We're going to give them everything they want to see. At the same time, we're not going to aim the subject matter at the nursery level. We're going to aim up. Bluth's version was going to tell the origin of Dirk and Daphne, how they met as teens, and went up against the evil sorcerer Mordroc. Dirk even goes full mythic hero, slays the dragon, and resurrects Daphne with the power of love. Bluth even made a pitch short film to help secure funding, but one studio exec who watched it said, turn Dragon's Lair 2 into the feature and forget this one. So what was Dragon's Lair 2? Well, that sequel was titled Time Warp and picks up years later with Dirk and Daphne married with a bunch of kids until Mordroc comes back, kidnaps Daphne again, and Dirk travels through time with a possessed time machine. He ends up bouncing through wild fantasy set pieces inspired by Alice in Wonderland, Sleeping Beauty, and other classics. But neither of those films ever happened, and it sucks. I really think Don Bluth could have launched a wild, unique fantasy franchise. If Dragon's Lair had hit theaters in the late 80s or early 90s, fans would have shown up. They would have loved it. It would have been a classic movie. We are finally getting a Dragon's Lair movie thanks to Netflix with Ryan Reynolds playing Dirk, so maybe we'll still get some of that magic, but a part of me just really wishes we could have seen what Bluth had planned. I wish he would have got to make that. Anyway, I'm Joey with Geek Tyrant. Thanks for watching.